as we have seen previously that there exist several applications of bioinformatics domain. One of the hot area under this domain is biotechnology. इस मॉड्यूल में हम ये देखेंगे कि बायोटेक्नोलॉजी क्या है और उसकी डिफरेंट एप्लीकेशंस क्या हैं. बट फर्स्ट वी विल स्टार्ट फ्रॉम अ कॉमन एप्लीकेशन ऑफ बायोइन्फॉर्मेटिक्स विच आर रिलेटेड टू एडिशन, इंसर्शन और डिलीशन ऑफ जेनेटिक इंफॉर्मेशन फ्रॉम सम ऑर्गेनिज्म डाटा. तो अब जब हम इसकी बात करते हैं कि हमारे पास बायोइन्फॉर्मेटिक्स की एप्लीकेशन हमने देखनी है फॉर बेस्ड ऑन सम इंसर्शन और डिलीशन ऑफ जेनेटिक इंफॉर्मेशन, तो क्या एडवांटेजेस हैं, कौन सी वो एप्लीकेशंस हैं. नंबर वन एप्लीकेशन वुड बी डेवलपमेंट ऑफ डिजीज रेजिस्टेंस फूड्स. ऐसी फूड्स या क्रॉप्स जिनके अंदर डिजीज से बचा जा सके बेस्ड ऑन सम जेनेटिक मॉडिफिकेशन ऑफ एक्चुअल डाटा. देन वी हैव फूड क्रॉप्स दैट प्रोड्यूस ग्रेटर यील्ड्स, यानी कि ऐसी हमारे पास क्रॉप्स बनाई जाएं जिनकी प्रोडक्ट हाई हो एज कम्पेयर टू कॉमन प्रोडक्ट्स के. थर्ड वन, एन एग्जांपल ऑफ दिस प्रोडक्ट इज गोल्डन राइस विच इज़ अ वेरिएशन ऑफ कॉमन वाइट राइस बट इट इज़ रिच इन क्वालिटी और ये न्यूट्रिशंस वाइज भी बेहतर चावल समझा जाता है एज कम्पेयर टू वाइट राइस के. देन वी हैव जेनेटिकली इंजीनियर्ड बैक्टीरिया विच कैन हेल्प अस इन सेविंग आवर एनवायरनमेंट. यहाँ पर एक क्वेश्चन आता है कि क्या ऐसा कोई बैक्टीरिया या ऑर्गेनिज्म अवेलेबल है विच कैन ईट पोल्यूशन. फॉर दैट पर्पज यू शुड सर्च इट ऑन इंटरनेट एंड फाइंड आउट द आंसर कि वो कौन सा बैक्टीरिया है विच विल ईट atmospheric pollution. Moving on, there are different applications of bioinformatics which are basically related to drugs such as molecular medicine. Molecular medicine means that which is based on molecule based information. Then we have personalized medicine which we use in common ways and which is for specific persons. Then preventive medicine, preventive का मतलब क्या होता है कि which help us in reducing the effects of or which is preventive, that it will help us before some disease happens. Then we have gene therapy. Gene therapy means using gene information from a product, how we can help or we have given save from diseases. Then we have drug development. Drug development is related to our drugs or medicines. Waste cleanup. Waste cleanup, as I given example of a bacteria which can help us to reduce the effect of pollution. Climate change studies, कि कैसे जो climate change हो रहा है उसकी वजह से जो effects आ रहे हैं उनको कैसे कम किया जाए. Then alternate energy sources. Alternate energy sources में जैसे हमारे पास biofuels हैं कि कौन से ऐसे fuels हैं जो हमारे help किए जा based on biological data, कौन से ऐसे हम fuels बना सकते हैं जो energy produce करेंगे. Energy can be for vehicles or for electricity generation. Then drought resistance crops, कि वो कौन सी crops हैं जो कहत ज़्यादा इलाकों में भी useful रहेंगी. So here I have given a complete chart or complete tree of bioinformatics applications. इसकी अगर हम roots पे जाते हैं, जो starting area है basically, at the root level we have different domains which computer science, chemical engineering, physics, genetics, biochemistry, microbiology, statistics and so on. So these are basically roots areas, यानी कि हम different stats, physics, math, biochemistry और immunology, molecular and cell biology, ये सब वो roots areas हैं जो application areas of bioinformatics के tree के roots पे मौजूद हैं. यानी कि जब भी हमने कोई application बनानी है तो हमें इन सब modules का या सब concepts की information होनी चाहिए to have some useful information. अब होता क्या है कि जब हम इन सबको combine करते हैं which is this root part, and then when we combine all these parts they come under the heading of genetic engineering which is through molecular biology and analysis through bioinformatics. अब हमारे पास दो चीज़ें हैं, molecular biology. Why? Because it is based on molecular information in biological data. And then we have bioinformatics which is also informatics domain from biology. Then at leaf levels we have different applications. For example, first level is this environmental and aquatic information. So aquatic means which is related to some water things. We have different aquaculture and then we have transgenic modification and so on. On the other hand, this leaf basically, which is very necessary and which will be a major module of our course also, drug development. So bioinformatics help us in development of different drugs which are used for humanity and for animals and then for different plants also. So in this information we have high throughput screening, cell structure and human testing and so on. Then on another leaf we have this regulatory approval and oversight. So which is there we have different organizations such as FDA. FDA is basically for Food and Drug Administration. Then we have EPA for Environment Protection. Then we have US Department of Agriculture, which is for dealing with agriculture data. So these are different standards or regulatory organizations which make sure that whatever investment or whatever increments are being made in different fields, they should be according to some standards. At other level, we have these pharmaceutical and healthcare applications. So these are basically major block of this pharmaceutical applications are these gene therapy. So gene therapy is basically based on changing gene structure in some DNA module. Then we have this detection basically. This is also a very interesting area and major application of bioinformatics domain also, in which we have information about the forensic sciences. So forensic sciences mean whenever we want to identify some person, then we will be using some forensic information using some DNA testing or something. For that purpose, common technique is this DNA fingerprinting. So this DNA fingerprinting is similar to our common fingerprint, but instead of working on the ridges of a thumb, we will be working on architecture or structure of DNA. Whenever we want to identify some species, then we can take help from this species member ID. So this detection is also a very good area of this bioinformatics domain. In this table, I have shown some modern biotechnology products which are used for cure of different diseases which are present in humans or animals. For example, this is a very common insulin medicine which is used for curing of or treatment of diabetes or sugar patients. Similarly, we have these interferons which are used for treating cancer and viral infections. Again, this is a product of biotechnology. Then we have this growth hormone which is used in cows. Cows are basically animals and it helps in the production of or increase of milk production in cows. And similarly we have this clotting factor which helps us in treating hemophilia disease. So basically purpose of this slide is that there are different products of biotechnology which are used for cure of different diseases which are common in or different organisms. And again, this is a very short list of these products. There are millions or billions of these products which are used for different diseases across the world.